Well, hello everyone. It's Angela with Mystic Moon, bringing you guys a reading today for your divine masculine air sign. So this is going to be for those of you that are dealing with a divine masculine who is either a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. It could even be that maybe you're the air sign. So obviously just arrange this energy, how it works best for you, and obviously just take what resonates and get rid of anything that doesn't. So all the decks I'll be using here today, they will be down below, as well as if you guys would like your own personalized version of this reading. So let's jump into it. Let's go ahead and take a look and see, where is this divine masculine right now on his ascension journey? Okay, what is he learning? What's going on? What's popping up for him at this time? So we're going to tap into two decks of mine. We've got the Earth and Sky Oracle, and we also have the Connections of the Modern World Tarot that I created with my daughter, Kayla Reed Creations. So let's do this. Let's see what we need to know. No, is this not straight? I don't feel like it is. Wow, that was really crooked, I think. I can't tell. Okay, let's see what we need to know here about this masculine's current ascension journey. What's going on? What's taking place? Ooh, we have Scorpion. This is Scorpio's energy. So there could be a major death and transformation that is taking place. But it does say 1023 to 1121. So there could be a significant death that took place at that time. It could have just been like an ego death, dark night of the soul, etc. But it says allure and mystery, secretive and vengeful, poisonous situations. So of course this could be current as well. There could be poisonous situations, toxic people, toxic karmic relationships that have really aided this masculine in his ascension journey. All right. So let's go ahead and get a tarot card here. We have Judgment. Yeah, that's also Pluto's energy. They're both ruled by Pluto, Scorpio, as well as Judgment. So major death and transformation here, big time. This is about reflecting. This is also about taking accountability and renewal, right? It's also about resurrection. So like we're literally being rebirthed, or we're resurrecting from the ashes. We're coming back. So I feel like what the biggest thing that has helped this masculine ascend, or that is helping him ascend right now, is loss. And through these losses, through these poisonous situations, I'm also getting to, it's bringing out the masculine's poison as well. So like we're drawing out the poison. There's healing that's occurring through pain and loss. There is rebirth that comes from that death. So I feel like it's an ego death. It's the death of a situation that's just not serving him in a positive way any longer. He may have gotten stung, as in, reality bites, reality stings, especially when we do something, there is a reaction. It could be some sort of karmic blowback here, and it really helps somebody to take a good look at their life and say, wow, like I really wasn't the greatest person, or I really could have gone about things differently. And, there's consequences when we do or don't do things. And I just feel like that's the biggest motivator right now on this masculine's journey, is some sort of pain and some sort of loss. But it is leading to healing, and it's leading to change, rebirth, and transformation and reflection. So this is actually a really good thing for masculine air signs. Okay. So now let's go ahead and see how this masculine is currently holding the feminine's energy, and how he is seeing things and feeling things. So we've got my connections for the Modern World Oracle and the Untold Messages of the Heart Volume 2 by Aqua Moonlight. All right, let's see what's going on. Let's see what we need to know and understand. Let's take a look at that mental space for feminine. Ooh, we have artificial. Interesting. So let's see what's going on here with that. We have self. Okay. So this is about him. I've been focusing my life around myself lately, and I'm not sure I want to spend my time with someone else right now. Interesting. So what I'm getting here is that how he feels towards the feminine, he still doesn't feel like he can be his true authentic self. He still feels afraid to take off that mask. So he's doing some reflecting right now, which is what this Judgment card is all about. It is all about reflection, reflecting, taking a look at ourselves, making a judgment call as to why things, aren't working out, or are we where we want to be in life? Are we who we want to be with? I feel like this masculine is kind of trying to figure out if he even likes himself. So if he doesn't like himself and he doesn't accept himself, then there's no way that he's going to be able to be lovable towards you or accept you right now, Divine Feminine. So I just feel for air signs at this time, some of you guys are dealing with a masculine who's really conflicted and really doing some heavy, deep inner reflection, soul work, or even like inner child therapy. That's what I'm seeing here. So it's all about him right now. It might be that it just depends on what you guys are going through. You could be dealing with somebody who, like a masculine right now, that seems very selfish, seems very self-involved, somebody who just only seems to care about themselves. And to some degree, it's true. But it is to draw out the poison. It is to deal with the trauma. It is to deal with the bullshit that's not working. Okay? So let's go ahead and see what's going on in the heart space. Okay, so the heart space, we have Pillow Princess. So the Pillow Princess wants to receive something, okay? Wants to be pampered, wants to have acts, done upon her, which is great. But the thing is, if this masculine is not in a space, because we can clearly see, I don't know if I can spend time with someone else right now, as in you feminine. I don't know that I can give to you what you really need. In my heart, I know that maybe I'm not ready for you. And so he is kind of reflecting on himself and taking that into account. Flirt. I love our conversations and banter. Interesting. So some of you guys could be dealing with the masculine who is kind of in your life. He's not completely in your life, but it's very confusing because you guys spend time together. You guys might flirt through conversations, but then all of a sudden he turns cold and he is suddenly icing you out, or not returning your phone calls or texts, or not making plans to see you. So this could be a masculine that's kind of in and out of your life or on the edge of your life. And what I want to say, feminine, is that what's going on with him is he's highly conflicted. And so this behavior with you looking to receive something from him, unfortunately, it's just going to be very surface level. He's not going to be able to go deep with you at this time, is what I'm seeing here. So, but the flirt, he enjoys it. But is it what you need? Is it what you're looking for? I feel like you're looking for more, Divine Feminine, and he does know that. So there is this selfish, there's this selfish presentation, which is, I know you want more from me, and I should know better not to even lead you on or even be in contact with you, but I can't help myself because I enjoy our time. I enjoy how you make me feel. That's what I'm getting. What's going on in the 3D physical world? So we do have experience. And whenever I see this card, it means that we have a lot of things that we still need to experience, a lot of things that we still need to learn. So he is learning from you, feminine, and you're learning from him as well. But I feel other things that he needs to go through first. We have opinions. The opinions of others are causing confusion about this relationship, and I don't know who to trust. Okay, so he needs some more information. He needs some more experience or time on his belt before he can make an actual decision about you and this connection. So yes, of course, there could be other people's opinions on what's best for the masculine. We see you as somebody like this, or this is what you should be doing, and it might be completely different than you, feminine. So that could also be a problem. But I don't get that's for everybody. I just feel that until he has enough experience under his belt, he's not going to be able to make a decision that's going to last or that's going to be productive for this connection until he has more experiences. So I just feel like the timing right now for this connection could be just off at this time. There's still some healing and work that needs to be done. But on a soul level, he can appreciate feminine. He can, when he really looks down deeply into it, he is connecting with your beauty. He's connecting with how you make him feel. And there are times that he feels really happy in his connection with you. But the thing is, he's in that flirt energy. When he's in a good mood, he's in a good mood. But when he doesn't want to give, he closes off. and he makes it about himself. And you guys, that can really sting. That can really feel that like a sting. And that it's like love bites at that point. And also that can continue to be a poisonous situation for you. It could be toxic for you. It could also create a lot of vengeful energy and rage within you, feminine. So you've kind of got to decide whether or not this kind of back and forth or just casual encounter is what's best for you both, right? You have a right to make that decision. We have strategy. I'm trying to figure out what best way to approach you. That's why I'm taking so long. So in some way, if this is your story, he does appreciate that you're loving and kind and patient with him. But on the other hand, it doesn't really light a firecracker under his ass to do anything differently. So you've got to make a decision, I feel, feminine, if you really want to see some changes with this one. And I've done some personal readings for people on their counterparts. I feel like in the last few months that really mirrored this energy. And that's the advice that I've given. We've got to do something different to get a different result. If we keep doing the same thing over and over again, nothing is going to change. So that is where he is at on a soul level with you. He appreciates you, but he's still not showing up 100%. So how does that really serve you, feminine? I'm getting here it doesn't. It needs to serve both of you, not just one person. And I just feel with that self energy, it's self-serve for the masculine right now. And I'm not getting here like he means to be this selfish person, but that's just what's happening. Okay, it's just what's happening. All right, so now we're going to take a look and see what is this masculine's biggest regrets right now towards the feminine and this connection. So this is my Mystics Midnight Oracle. What is the biggest regret or even blockage that is currently in the masculine's energy? Okay, so we have monster bride, companion, life partner, mate. Some of you guys could be dealing with a masculine who actually has a mate. As in there's third party here. He's already married or he's in another relationship. He's got a partner. This partner he could have children with, or he's just been married to for a long time, or they've been together forever, or they have a business together, or somebody could be sick. And so they feel this obligation to stay with that person. So I just feel like this masculine is regretful of a current circumstance, okay? But it could also be that he regrets the way that he has treated you as a companion. All right, this is my Mystics Midnight Tarot. Nine of Bones, which is the Nine of Pentacles, earned success. Wow. Not going to resonate for everybody, but I feel like this masculine does not feel like it's fair that he needs to part with what he's earned. Why should I have to share that with somebody else? So I don't want to get a divorce. I don't want to leave this person because it's going to be very costly for me. I don't want to have to deal with child support, etc. Some of you guys, that is what the hang up is here. Okay. And, everybody is at a certain just stage with themselves to whether or not certain things are important over others. So there's no real judgment that we should be making here. But if that's the story, this masculine is just having a very difficult time trying to figure out how he is going to be happy with you, but have all this financial stress or this guilt over this other partner. That's just if there's third party. If there's no third party here, this is about being single versus connecting on a deep level with another person. So this masculine is very torn between being single and wanting to just basically live his life the way that he wants to live it, or to actually give into the connection and connect his life with you. There might be a problem. He might have real fears or hang-ups about that. When it's cold outside, I can't hear you through the fog. So there's like a fog here that seems to be in the way. And the fog, of course, could be all of his stresses, all of his worries, all of his insecurities, or just all of his hangups. So there's this real heavy fog. So it's like he's not able to really, really hear you, feminine, and hear what you're saying or see where you're coming from. Okay. So it's like he just doesn't get it, or he's just not able to step into his heart. He's operating from his ego, and that is problematic. So his biggest regret is that he's got all of this, like all these layers that he just feels like he can't get through. So he might just give up and do nothing. What else does he regret? Ooh, skeleton, bare bones, truth, and authenticity. So deep down, I feel like he wants to actually be this person. He wants to strip down. You know, he wants to strip down to the bone and be authentic and not be afraid. But he's regretful because he is. Okay, so again, there is this theme that's coming up with this masculine, the king of bones. This is Taurus's energy. Taurus is all about financial security. It's also about family and traditions and the way that we were raised and the commitments that we've made to other people. So to me, there's a loyalty issue, or he's built himself up too much to give it away. There's a real issue with the ego right now, not wanting to give up a certain status or position in life. And that's problematic for your connection. He regrets that he feels this way, but if he's actually being honest with himself, that's really what it is. He doesn't want to have to give it up. And there are lots of people that are in that position, and I don't envy it. Okay, boys of summer, I will never forget those nights. So the thing is, even though he might be choosing to stay with himself or to do him, focus on his career, make everything about himself right now, and not really consider his feminine's needs, of course, he's never going to forget you, feminine. You guys definitely have these nights or just these times that you've spent together that make him feel good, that he does love to participate in every now and then. I'm just getting here for these sets of masculines with the air sign energy, or if it's your air sign energy, that this is something that they're having a hard time just giving something up. It's like they don't want to. This particular song, Boys of Summer, you know, the guy is putting his friends above the girl. So this masculine, in a sense, is putting something over you. He's making something else more important. And that's an area where he's going to need to grow. So there's regret that I have to do this, but this is just what I have to do. That's what I'm hearing. Butcher shop. Yeah, so this is someone's occupation. This is daily grind, routine, and profession. This is also about having a routine or a life, you know, beyond the feminine. This is two things. Either I can't give up what I've built up so far, or I don't want to give up my routine with myself. I just want to do my own thing. There's definitely this energy here. And he regrets to inform you, like, this is just how he feels. This is just who I am. It's kind of like in 50 Shades of Grey when Christian says to Anastasia, he says, it's just who I am. You know what I mean? It's just who I am. It's like, okay, so you're not willing to let me in. You're not willing to change. It's just who you are, and I have to accept it. That's what I'm kind of getting here. Oof, man, you got, this right here. This is tough. There could be codependency. There could be an addiction, the addiction to being single, the addiction to being selfish, narcissistic, the addiction to another person, or just being straight up codependent and stuck in a toxic karmic cycle or pattern with a partner. Yes. So take it how it resonates for you, but he's definitely got some things that are holding him back, that are causing him to feel like he can't break free from these chains. He can't change. He can't either change as a person, or he can't change his circumstances or situations to be with you. So there is this regret to inform you, but this is just how it is right now. Lost. I can't muster up the courage. Look at this, you guys. Yeah. So he regrets to inform you that he just can't muster up the courage. So what's interesting here is that I did obviously the water and fire signs yesterday, just did the earth, and obviously you guys are now seeing the air sign energy. This to me is one of the most challenging elements here for the divine masculines right now, are these air signs. And we could just take it as that's just where their mental space is. It doesn't have to be that they even need to be an air sign. You guys can just take it how you want. But this seems to be where these particular masculines are stuck. They're stuck in a cycle within themselves or with another person. And that is what's creating a lot of havoc and a lot of just challenge in this connection. So Let's now take a look and see what are the masculine's current desires. What are his deep desires and confessions for this feminine? This is the Love and Lust Oracle by Fire Witch Tarot. Despite all this, what does he really truly deep down desire? You can try to push each other away. You can try to deny what you feel, but when two hearts have connected and two souls have been reminded of love, there is simply no way fate can keep you apart. So this masculine's current desire, his deep, like even secret towards this feminine, is that he might be trying to push her away, but every time he tries to push her away or push her out of his heart and his mind, you always return feminine, okay? And the reason why is because there is love here. That's why. So no matter if he likes it or not, you remain. We have the beast is loaded and ready to release this burden. So yes, he really does want to release this burden. He really doesn't want this to be a problem for your connection. You know, he has a lot of pent up passion and desire for you, wants to be with you, but also does not have the strength and the courage to muster up this change. So a lot of stuff is building up within him. And the thought of you does things to me. The visions I get in my head turns me on. I have to touch myself, heart racing, lip biting pulsations as the thought of doing something to you consumes me into ecstasy. Okay, so masculine may, spend time with himself, pleasure himself, thinking about you, feminine. Because the thing is, there's a difference between fantasy and then there's a difference between reality. And if this masculine doesn't have enough courage and strength to change his reality, he may spend time fantasizing about you instead and connecting with you in like a fantasy world. He could even be with his other partner, thinking about you. If that's the case, he could, even though he's with someone else right now, he's still thinking about you, feminine. And that's because he does desire you. So now we're going to end this reading with some messages here from the masculine's higher self to you. What blessings does the masculine want to send to you from his higher self? So this is going to come in the form of my Divine Love Inspiration Counterpart Messages deck. We have Shining Star. Your spirit is always showing me the way. So first of all, you shine above all the rest. So I'm getting that for sure. He's telling you. And your spirit is always showing him what the right thing is to do. So even though he might not want to hear it, maybe he might not even want to see it, he might block you out, but that's because you're shining so bright. He knows that that is the correct way. He knows that that's what he is truly striving for. And you remind him of who he really is. And again, sometimes we want to shut out that light. But he wants you to know that your spirit is always showing him the correct way forward. He just may not always listen or even respect it. We have Talented. Beautiful. It says, do you even know how amazing you are? Yeah, do you? Do you even know how much of a shining star you truly are, Divine Feminine? So if some of you guys have spent your time really feeling low vibrational energies in the form of not feeling lovable or feeling like you're not good enough, don't waste your time in that energy, because that's not what this is about. Your masculine's decisions are not about you, feminine. They're about him. And so that's something that you need to put into perspective, and that's what he's telling you. We have Sensation. I caress you while you sleep. So remember, there is something about the masculine relying on his sensations and his senses to connect with you, feminine. So perhaps when he is in bed at night or when you're sleeping, you guys are connecting through your dreams. He's imagining being wrapped around you when he's sleeping. You know, there could be some nightly visitations that are happening. So he's caressing you when you sleep. He's wanting to be in that energy or that presence with you while you're sleeping. We have Connection. Our union creates the brightest light. So this is the thing. He's very aware that there is something special between the two of you. He just doesn't know how to get there. And when you guys do come together in a union, and if he can do what it takes to get to that point, you're your connection is going to shine so bright, like that shining star, right? Like that shining star. We have accountability. My negative behavior was never about you, and I was just saying this. So feminines, please do not waste your time thinking that you are not good enough, or that if you just had more of this, or you said this, or you did that it would have changed anything. This masculine is who he is because of him. And it doesn't mean that we don't have any, we don't have to take any accountability for our actions and that everything is about themselves. But for the majority of these hang-ups, these are masculines, not yours, feminines. So really try to allow him to take accountability for his life. So if you're the kind of feminine that wants to love him, you want to save him, you want to do all the work for him, you're constantly rushing to his rescue, you want to make sure that you're there for him 24/7, you also have to kind of look at how is that behavior serving him? Are we enabling at this point, or are we holding him accountable, right? Just because you love someone doesn't mean that you can't say no. Just because you want to be there for someone doesn't mean you should. So we do have to kind of look at our own negative patterns and our own codependencies to see, are we attributing something positive here or constructive, or are we actually enabling toxic patterns here? So in a way, he's like asking you, feminine, to take some take some things into account. Take your own behavior, for instance, into account, and also take into account that maybe not always complying or giving into this masculine is actually helping him. So it's like he's like telling on himself right now. Like he's like giving you a little clue as to how to say no to him and to hold him more accountable so he can grow. And so you can feel better about yourself. Interesting. Let's get one last one. And we have shadow work. Face your fears. I'm right there with you. So yes, of course, if there's some shadows that are coming up, if there's anything that's coming up that's dark, pay attention to it. Feel it so that way you can heal it. Let's do this together. Even if we're not able to do it in a physical sense, energetically, you are by my side and we are working through our fears together. That's beautiful and amazing. So anyways, you guys, that's what I have for you today for the air sign masculines. I hope that you guys enjoyed these messages. All my links will be down below for you guys to do whatever you want to do with them. And yeah, I'll just catch you guys next time. Take care. Bye-bye.